My name is Welch and you're watching the Then and Now Blading YouTube channel. For today's video, I'm actually going to talk about the IQON AG20 boot. I skated this boot for most of 2022 and I did like it quite a bit, but a couple of things bothered me that I'm going to get into. I'm going to talk about the pros and the cons, and then we'll decide if this boot is right for you. But before we do that, make sure and hit the like button, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, hit the bell icon to be notified anytime I upload new videos. Now, diving into the IQON boots, I got both the IQON AG10, which is the carbon fiber version of this, and the AG20. I heard from a lot of people that the AG20 was the way to go for aggressive skating, so off the bat, I set up the AG20 as my aggressive skate, and I set up the AG10 as my wizard setup. So I removed the sole plate from the AG10, put on a wizard frame. You could probably remove the sole plate from this as well because it does have a flat bottom, which would work perfect for wizard frames, but I did not test it. I tested this as an aggressive boot only. For my aggressive setup on these, I went with the Wish frames with some Undercover Wheels, and I really do love this frame setup. I've actually had this frame setup for about 7 years, and it went really well with this skate. So what I really liked about this skate initially is the feel. The liner is very, very nice. I love this liner. The padding is super comfortable. The tongue is very soft. I've seen some reviews of people not liking the tongue. I don't know why not. I love this liner. I think it's absolutely one of the most comfortable liners I've ever put on my feet. I love it. I love the fit. It doesn't hurt my feet. It feels great. Except one thing which doesn't affect the performance at all. But on the tongue here was the logo, the Prime logo. You can see part of it there. Well, that rubbed off on both tongues in a couple of days of skating. So obviously doesn't affect the performance, but when you pay $419 for a boot only and you have a graphic rub off the liner in a couple days, kind of disappointing. But obviously, it's just aesthetics on the liner, and it actually looks better without the logo on there in the end. So you could even scrape it off with your finger really easy if you don't like it there. Now, when it comes to the boot itself, I love the lines. I love the aesthetics. I love the craftsmanship. And it's withstood an entire year of skating, and it looks almost brand new. And I did skate these quite a bit, mainly in parks, a little bit of street. I scuffed them up, but you can't even tell. Definitely very durable materials. And I'm going to give this a A+ on craftsmanship and material-wise for this boot. The thing that really bothers me about this skate is the sole plate. Now, they use the USD7 sole plate, and the sole plate itself is fantastic. It's really fast, slides great, the grooves are perfect for royales. It's a great sole plate in its own, but aesthetically, it looks terrible with this boot. It doesn't line up well. It's just kind of sitting there, and I know Power Slide, they have a lot of different skates, they have a lot of different components. They're really good, and they like to piece those together to save money with new products. But for a high-end skate, we talk about $419 for this boot only, $6 something for the AG10. It would have been nice to have a better fitting sole plate. Almost like they have on the Sway. The new Farmer Sways have this beautiful sole plate that just looks great. That on the AG20 would have looked amazing. I really hope that in the future they come up with a mold for a new sole plate, because it's going to make this skate just next level. People have called this the Ferrari of skates, and yes, it could be if the sole plate fit on there properly. As far as the buckles go, the straps, no issues. Everything worked great. The laces, these round laces up great. You have these lace ends here. These got a little smushed, but they still work. And I really like how big the buckle protectors are in these. I mean, I've missed some grinds and, scrapes the outside of the buckle, but it doesn't break it off at all. There's no way to break off these buckles, which is really cool. To recap the pros of this skate, the aesthetics of the boot itself, minus the sole plate, is very pleasing to the eye. The lines, the craftsmanship, it is just beautiful. The attention to detail, all the little logos and embellishments, it all looks good. And they've all withstood skating. Another pro about the AG20 is it's very lightweight. It's made with glass fiber plastic, so it has some flex, but it's also very sturdy and lightweight. And that's a big plus, because who wants to roll around on big, clunky, heavy skates? This is a great weight skate. Perfect. I love this liner. This is one of my favorite liners I've ever skated. It is very, very, very comfortable. Love it. In fact, this whole setup that I have is probably in my top favorite skates I've ever skated of all time, in my top 3. And I've skated a lot of skates over the last 25 plus years of inline skating. So this is a very good skate. Another pro, which is also a con, is the sole plate. Con because it's aesthetically not pleasing. Pro because it's a very good sole plate. It slides really well. It wears really well. Now I've gone over the cons a couple times. We'll just recap those. The sole plate, it's aesthetically not pleasing, especially the toe area here. The tongue logo wore off. Well, you already know that, but that's the second con. The third con is it's a boot only. So it doesn't come with wheels, frames, bearings. So at $419, you're looking at another $150, $200 for frames, wheels, bearings, making this, a pretty expensive skate. Is it worth buying? Well, if you're someone who dropping $400 to $600 for skates is not financially a problem, then yes, I recommend these skates. Definitely get them. They're very cool. They're very fun to skate. They look awesome. If you're someone on the fence, you don't have a lot of money to spend on a skate, and you want a quality skate, well, I recommend the Sway. This Farmer Sway also came as a boot only, but they're available for $200 right now. That's less than half, and I like these almost equally as much as I like those IQON AG20s. They're nice and wide. The liner is very soft. It's also got a very soft tongue. This is an option if you're more on a budget. And if you're interested in this skate or the Sways or the Wish frames, I have links to all those in the description below. And these are affiliate links. So if you actually buy the skates through those, I make a little bit of money, which helps this channel. I really do love these skates, and I'm actually going to be gifting them to my friend Chris Peel. Chris Peel's a great artist within the sport, worked for Daily Bread, did all the rat tail graphics, ground control, big wheel blading logo. We're working on some new stuff right now, and he was interested in AG20s. He asked me about them, and I decided, well, let me just send them to Chris so he can skate them. And I'm going to be very interested to hear what he thinks about them, because Chris is a pretty good skater. And if you watching this video owns this skate, I'd love to hear what you think about these skates. Or if you have any questions about these skates or the AG10s, leave those in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell icon to be notified anytime I upload new videos. I have links to my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram in the description below. You can follow me on any of those if you want. I have a link to my Patreon page if you want to support this channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you very soon back here at the Rollerblading YouTube channel.